Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Forming Portugal Let's Play here in Crusader Kings 3. So last time we left off as we created our own duchy title, the Duchy of Galicia, and we have 3 of the 5 counties that makes up this duchy. We're missing the 2 pieces here, one owned by our father who should be passed on to us once he dies of old age. He's still relatively young, 50, but who knows? And we also have our father-in-law, who is Count Caton here, only 40 years old, and he does not pass the land to us because he has kids. 2 sons and 2 daughters, oldest daughter being our wife. If we can kill the 2 sons, perhaps we can do it, but it's rather difficult for us, since we are not exactly skilled in intrigue. We have very, very low intrigue stats, and to make it worse, we're also the trusting type, which makes all our moves with hooks not very useful because we gain way too much stress when using it. So I'm beginning to doubt our golden obligation strategy for making money, since our next major step here, as we have created our duchy title, is to build the Cathedral of San Diego, which is our special building here. It will cost us only 900 now. We do have a small discount from the rice field, and hopefully we can actually lower that and continue to lower the time as well, because we're also getting a develop bonus, and we can get more bonus from our lifestyle. So that's number 1. In terms of expansion outwards, we're looking at a very interesting map because the Umayyad dynasty has broken up. Their liege has died, and you can see their land has splintered. The Al-Andalus, kingdom is no more. And that leaves all these little small areas exposed for us to expand to, but there are some difficulties. So even in this fractured state, the only title that we have a direct claim to, that we can use right off the bat, is this county right here. But if we look at who owns it, it's actually a rather large emir. I believe it's a duchy level. Yep. So he's equivalent to us, but he owns a lot more land directly. Still a lot of nice alliances. So I don't know if we can actually go after him and press our claim against him. Coimbra, we're given this title mainly because historically we managed to reclaim this area. We'll try to do that before we die. The easier solution is to attack a fellow vassal under our own kingdom, our liege, a shared vassal. So we share the same liege. He won't be here to bother us as we fight. And that's going to be Porto right here. The new duke that he has placed here is not very strong. And we're starting to fabricate a claim on the county for Porto. And we're definitely going to try to hold that because our goal of forming Portugal require us to get the 4 duchies, starting with Portucale up in the north, all the way down. This is actually going to be breaking down to 2 different duchies, as we can see here, Coimbra, Baia, and Algra. As we get these 4, we can form our kingdom. Before that, we cannot hold any kingdom titles. So we're not going for the Kingdom of Galicia. And that's going to complicate things, because if we can't hold a kingdom title, the highest titles we can hold is a duchy title. And I don't want to give up my initial Duchy of Galicia. So I have to hold 5 duchy titles before we can pull off the Portugal move. And that's going to be a challenge on our domain limit. We have to be pretty smart about keeping some of the de jure counties, basically the capital counties, under our own direct control, and then pass some of the county over to vassals. Speaking of vassals, we're eagerly awaiting our liege to potentially give me my father-in-law's land as our vassal, right? Because essentially he's a king, I'm a duke, so I'm currently his vassal, but this count, who is a count under my duchy, is directly his vassal as well. So there's a chance that he can be shifted towards us. He doesn't have to do it. And it's actually unlikely for him to do it, mainly because our father-in-law Oh, he's no longer the steward. Oh, he's now the spy master. He used to be the steward, I think. I really want to be the steward. I deserve to be the steward. Look at that. I'll get a lot of his money if I'm his steward. But this guy's currently his steward. Who is this guy? Oh, you're the brother. Okay, the younger brother. I mean, we don't have a lot of intrigue options just because our intrigue's so low. Or normally I would say we can try to kill him. In this case, I don't know if that will work. Alright, we won't be dreaming too much about that. That's fine. I'm not unhappy being his, chancellor. We do get prestige, which is great. We get fellow vassal opinion bonuses, and that's essentially it. The lifestyle bonus for diplomacy is not relevant for us. Our council, I did learn something from the comments. For those of you who has played the game a lot more than I do and know a lot more about it, feel free to share. Apparently, the endorsement will only maximize the value. You can see the 0.1 tax out of 0.4 possible, only when he's plus 50. So our next personal scheme, after befriending our vassal, which in hindsight, maybe we don't need him to be our best friend. Like currently, I feel like we should befriend him just because I could elevate him to a higher position instead of just being a baron, basically, to become a count in the future. But also because he's our spy master, so I don't want him to ever betray us, so being our friend would be a good thing. We'll finish this, and then we'll go for the bishop. The hooks, we used one, so if we have the hook, we can use it. We just can't blackmail, which ruins a lot of the secret finding stuff. Anyways, back to what we're doing. Our plan going ahead, obviously, is try to recover these land, mainly for their special buildings. It makes a lot of good money, which is why we're saving. For our father-in-law's faction, we're not going to go to war with him. That's ill-advised. There's no benefit. Our goal is to just attack down here in Portal. He's our ally. Our father's our ally. We can combine forces together and take this out. That's the expansion plan, I think. And in addition to that, as we gather up prestige, which is gaining nicely, we do have some plenty of mechanism to gain prestige, whether it's from our council position, our artifact, and so forth. We are the culture head. We are the Galician culture head, which means we can mess with this culture traits. We actually have a maximum culture tradition of 5, but currently we only have 4. So if I reform my culture, I can actually gain another one. It will take a long time to pick up a new tradition, but I think this is worthwhile. There's one that I'm eyeing, and that one, believe it or not, is hill dwellers. We get increased development in hill. We get discount for buildings and holding construction costs in hills as well. That makes a lot of sense for us. You can see it costs 2,000 prestige and 7 years to pick up. There's a lot of these, and some of them are pretty powerful. This one just happens to feel right for what we have. Agrarian, it's very weird because it really doesn't benefit us at all. All we have to do is pull up the terrain map, and you can see what I mean. The bright red, which you don't even see on the screen. Oh, there we go. We found one. Is farmlands. Right? Agrarian gets bonuses on farmlands and wetlands. What we have here in this maroon color are hills. You can see that our du jour capital doesn't sit on a hill, but we don't need to build that up right now. We're currently building up in Santiago, that's our capital, on a hill. Hill, hill, hill. The land that we're about to expand down, Braga in Porto area here, that's a hill. The barony of Porto, it's not on the hill, but a lot of our lands will be on hills. And if we ever expand this way, hills. A lot of Iberia, hills. So I think picking that up makes some sense for us, thematically as well as strategically. So we'll take a look at that. So I think that pretty much sums up our goals. we're still waiting for a lot of things. Oh, because we ranked up, we're actually missing knights. We have one extra knight position. We don't have a lot of great ways to get knights. We did pick up some new major decisions as well, because we're now a duchy instead of just a lowly count, but nothing's really relevant for us. I think we'll ultimately wait for the hill specialist to come back on, which will happen in 2 years. Quite a wait. Physicians will still happen. This is interesting. We can recruit a new courtier position to basically commission him to get us more artifact, but the money expenditure is a little bit beyond our means because we need to save up 900 for our big cathedral. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just progress and see how things go. Alrighty, not long after, we got ourselves a random event, Band of Lost Birds. We have a mercenary group that's wounded and disillusioned who's arrived at our newly gained county of Monterrey, and they want to settle down after pillaging an easy target, and the locals are beginning to grow anxious and await our decision. We have 4 choices here. We can offer them a position in the city garrison. We would have to go bankrupt. We only have 1 month since our resume, so not a lot of money in the bank. We'll have to go into debt for them. We will gain 2 traits for 12 years, a nice 15% mercenary higher cost discount, and 125% raid speed for 12 years. Not bad, actually. And the county will gain 5% penalty to holding tax, 10 points of public opinion. That doesn't really matter. We have 1 baroness in there, I think, who is our liege's mom, widowed mother. I don't really care about her. Control growth is actually really good, because the main reason why this county is not making us much money is because we basically have no control. And the current growth rate of 1.7 per month is way too slow. So hopefully that will help us for 12 years. So we'll get that back to 100, and then the tax goes way up, and the 5% is not going to hurt us as much. So I like this. Diplomacy challenge using our diplomacy stats. So if we want to go this route, we probably could get our wife to flip to support just diplomacy, which would change the percentage here. And the choice is basically negative, where we lose prestige and then we get looted, which is not great. Holding tax minus 50, construction, development all goes down. We're not going to build anything here, so that's not really a big issue, 5 years. But the positive is not that good. It's only 150 prestige plus some local opinion. Once again, the Baroness opinion I really don't care about. Force them out of the city. It's a martial challenge, and our martial apparently is way worse than his. How is his? He only has 6. What are you talking about? I have 11. But apparently we'll lose that 100% of the time. And not only that, because we're not trusting the newcomers will give us stress. So as I said, we're role-playing to our traits. We're not doing this. And also, this is just pure negative. There's nothing good here. Lastly, we can just let the locals handle it. 25% chance of something positive where the locals turn the mercenary into farmers, but we don't have any farmlands, which we looked at in terrain. Not good. They can either get looted or massacred. Oh, great. So we go to debt. It's fine. I know we're trying to save money for a big cathedral, but I think this is probably the best outcome here for the control growth. And because we're in debt, there are ways to get out of debt. Our man-at-arm is not the main issue. Well, basically we need an influx of cash. Maybe our liege will offer something. Maybe our head of faith. We don't have 250. If we had 250, we could talk to the Pope Nicolaus, and ask him for cash. We would have to have 250. He doesn't hate us, but he will not accept this. He has to love us a bit more. Yes, it happened. It happened. We got our father-in-law as a vassal. Accept. That's exactly what we wished for. So we don't gain direct control of the territory, but at least we get a portion of his tax. Like if we got it directly and got the Roman walls of Logos, that would be great. Right? Because this used to be, I mean, way, way before Romans came to Iberian Peninsula. This is why it's called Hispania, right? We had all the Roman influence, and they had the settlement of Lustinia, I think. And this is the Roman wall relic from there. They have all these nice buildings. I really do want them. A guild hall as well. How much of his money am I getting? That's what I'm curious. Vassal tax, not that high. Right, he's going to expect a position for sure. That makes sense. I'm happy to give it to him. So Pedro, our steward, is going to get fired, and he's going to not like us. But it's an improvement, because our father-in-law is actually much better. Oh, much better by 1 point. There we go. Make sure he's doing the right thing. Yeah, he's taking over the development for my capital. Yep. Perfect, perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. He's making us about 0.4 extra compared to before. I don't think he's going to give me my father's land, and I'm okay with that. Oh, he is going to give me my father's land. Thank you. So this all worked out. Our strategy of forming this worked out perfectly. Which means we get the lighthouse. He has some control issues. I'm going to let him take care of that himself. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, he's getting hit a little bit. Nice. So we picked up our land. Our father is going to want a court position as well. What's he good at? Not much. Oh, Dad. Would my dad ever betray me if I don't give him a position? Like, we're basically getting hit with 40 points. Daddy still loves us. He's not getting a position. He's just not good enough. And as we steadily try to climb out of debt, our lovely wife is helping with our befriend scheme by saying that she has a vision from God. And we can either increase the chance of success, which is already 100%, or we can gain some piety and perhaps ask the Pope for some money and gain progress. So that's great. Go a little faster. Because we're in debt, we did pick up Uncorruptive Guild from the County of Tui. It's fine because luckily this is a county that we're not really going to be building stuff in for the next 10 years. It's just building costs and construction time. I'm still looking for physicians and we're still not finding them. Like, we're definitely getting people with good learning, but these are not physicians. They are physician traits. And plus, we're really looking for a female, so we keep trying. And strangely enough, even though we're very fond of his daughter, our father-in-law is suddenly trying to curry our favor and befriend us, but we're not very happy about this. This is stressing us out. We can let him become closer to forming a friendship with us and gain 20 opinions, but we would have to take on 25 points of stress. Or we can shut him down and basically suffer 5-point hit that will go away in about 4 years and not become his friend. The only thing I'm wondering is, if he befriends us, is there a chance he help us kill his son? Because I need agents to help us with this, and agents would have to come from his court, including himself. I would want him to help me murder both of his sons. Then it will pass to his daughter, and thus us. I mean, this is a pretty nice dynasty as well, if we just like look into his tree and pop the father. You can see that this is Queen Mother, who's also one of our vassals right now, and this is our king. So they're in the same family. That's our wife. Yeah. I mean, blindness seems to be a thing in their family. Like, this is not a trait issue. Like, we're just gaining stress because he's coming off too strong. But I think we can maybe use this. We're a friendly, kind person. I don't think we'll turn down friendship. And our son is almost 6, so we should be able to pick his lifestyle. I'm a little torn between going for education or going for stewardship. He seems to be also picking up quite a bit of martial, which is weird because I mean, we're not terrible at it, but not our strong suit. Yeah, this debt is crippling, but we'll get out of this soon. Oh wow, he beat us to the punch. Our honorable king wants to swear oath of true friendship, basically become best friends. We each get a strong hook on the other, getting opinions that will slowly degrade over a long time, 40 plus years. I'm pretty happy about this. Turning him down increased stress. I guess it's good he's asking us. Yeah. I mean, historically, we were very trusted. So this wouldn't be out of this world. Because I have a strong hook on him, it means every 5 years I can use Golden Obligation to pick up money. It wouldn't even bother him. No longer in debt. We would gain stress from using the strong hook against our liege. Okay, 75. We got hit with the first stress level. We can work it down, no problem. So let's see how we do it. A new view of God will help us. We have to spend... Oh, we gotta basically pick up a new faith. We're not doing that. We can become athletic. Small boost to health and prowess. Stress loss increase. Growth in farmland, floodplain. I think this is because of the agrarian culture. But if we are stressed again within 5 years, we'll be hit hard. Which is actually difficult to control because we're about to raise our son. And when you pick traits for your kids, it's stress-inducing. Oh, we'll never pick this. Okay, we're going to become athletic and be very careful to not pick up anything in the next 5 years so we don't have a mental breakdown. To be honest, that's not a bad trait to pick up. We could directly declare war against them without the claim, but I kind of want the claim because if we currently declare war using a struggle clash, which is part of the struggle mechanic, we can contest, we can gain the title. Wait, do we just gain it? I can contest for both? Oh, we have to use piety for this. Okay, in this case, I guess we would like to use prestige instead of piety. Maybe in the future we contest this county with piety, but maybe piety for money might be a better choice. Yeah. That costed us 75. We got out of debt, so I think that's fine. But I guess in the future we just can't do that. Anyhow. Speaking of using hooks on family, look at our dad. Using his weak hook on us to make sure he can't get fired for 25 years. Are you going to be alive in 25 years? I don't mind you. Wait. Did he dip? I thought he had 14 points. What happened to you, Dad? Is that why you're trying not to get fired? Alright, I mean, it's okay. We'll forgive him. Yeah, we're good. Alrighty, our befriend scheme finally over. We have befriended him at a ball in the castle town of Astorga. And we get 20 points and the fact that he'll become our friend. Now, I had an interesting idea as our son is approaching, 6 years old. We can find him a spouse. Typically, we could wait. But because of the current opportunity set up with the struggle, we can push for interfaith marriage. And Sheikh Mohammed here, who owns the land for Cordoba, culture center of the entire peninsula, and pretty strong fella here, has a daughter. who's 10 years old. She is a rational atheist, which seems pretty interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, right. I mean, this would be the divide between the Sunni and the Shiites. I don't know if we want to entertain this idea of interfaith marriage, but it is an option. I think, ideally we could just betroth and break it in the future just for a little bit of alliance in case we need the help. Currently, it doesn't look like we need the help. Before the war start, we will be setting up additional manned arms. Right now, we're just saving money, I guess. He's pretty loaded. We have to try to find a way to get his money. If we weren't so trusting... Yeah, this is too low of a chance, or else abdicating, or trying to... Ooh, abduct him would be pretty good. Oh, let's see the results. Oh, my bishop. What a success. So instead of just getting us the claim for Porto, we got the whole claim for the Duchy of Portucale. That is perfect. It will cost us quite a bit of prestige, but we've been saving up. Of course, that duke hates me. But I can finish him off with 1 war instead of 3. Alright, let's get ready for the war. So now, when I declare war on him, I can claim the entire duchy. It cost me 200. Looking at the strength, looks pretty good. We are a bit poor. With the 103, potentially he can pick up mercenaries. That might sway things. Does he have kids? Ooh, he's single. He can pull a big ally with him. That is a small concern. We can obviously summon our allies as well, which is already included. Oh, not really included in our military strength. I guess we're only showing our own strength, which is the 6 knight plus the levies. Did we actually end up picking up the garrison guy, the guy we saw as the traveling mercenary? I don't think so. I think... You mean we can make our father-in-law go fight and get himself killed? Oh, that's right. We made him our steward, but our dad pushed him off the seat, which is why we went for 14 to 12. Interesting. You mean I can make him fight, just like I can make you fight. They did have a kid. Now remember, we got her with a good trait to potentially pass it on to... What happened? Which one of you are carrying recessive traits? Oh, Dad. Will you go to war for us? So that we can directly control your land and make more tax money. And get more levies. So this is a knight we don't want. We want to use his wife for marriage again. Our 2 vassals, trying to get them killed. Not that useful either. But he is a knight. So Chancellor definitely not allowed. Our Marshal is okay. I mean, he's our Marshal. Tough luck. He's our preferred army leader. He's our backup Marshal, essentially. You don't need to go anymore. Our giant friend's still here. He still costs 85. We don't have the money for that. And this is our new best knight after our old best knight died, and then we remarried the girl who had the... Yeah. So she's the wife of our best knight, essentially. We can't afford anyone. I was hoping to grab bowmen and onagers, but maybe we just don't pick up them. We would declare war now. This is our shot. Pick up 3 more count. Holdings directly basically added to us. And then if our father died, we pick up exactly to 7. That's the goal. If he dies, he passes to his son. None of our business. Raise everything here. And we probably want to summon some allies, which means we have to let the time go. He's our knight. Right, do we actually still summon them? Or do they just come and fight? I think he's just here. Like, they will automatically give me the percentage of troop that they should. And that's pretty much it. Let's see if my army can take care of this by myself. If he start pulling allies and start marrying his sons. We have a son too, and a daughter. I'm sure we can find allies. Alright, he would get a defensive bonus. We probably have to chase his army around, just try to weaken it before it strengthens. That would be how we do it, I think. I don't know if we catch him here, or does he move away before we finish? But he did change his mind halfway. Alright, we're completing the bar. I don't know who's going faster. No, he's faster. He's going to the mountains. Okay, then we take the capital. That's the case. Make him come fight us. Alright, siege progress not doing great. Supply is okay. It's not going to be a big problem. It's just whether he finds allies or not. That's the only difference. The son is in this small... Oh, we can go... Wait, is he in the army? He's in the army. The dad's in the army. Where's the wife? Ah, she's here. So she's a good target to siege down and capture. Where's the sister? Also here. Right, we're trying to get prisoners after this to get war score percentage. He might counterattack us. That's what I think he might do. But essentially, we win the siege, we win the war. Alrighty, we get a little interlude in between the war. He did counterattack. He went for Monterrey, which doesn't matter. He doesn't siege fast enough to beat our progress. We have the same speed. Although the total siege value right now, he's about 209 away, and we're about 207 away. We should win because by a little bit, but we should still win that speed. We got this event. Gerardo here, very talented young man, is a free tenant renting some of our land in Monterrey, and he pulled an exceptional harvest this season due to his meticulous planning, and he wished to use that profit to purchase some of my land to grow more crops next year. Our options are: stop farming, join my court. I like that option. Even though our father promised us to not fire him in 25 years, he's young enough to be around, and also with a good enough physical trait to pass on to more, breeding in our court. Also, diplomacy is quite nice. Intrigue is not bad either. So we can definitely use him. Humble, compassionate, diligent. Like, what a great farmer. Intelligent, thrifty. I think that's definitely the option. We can ask him to pay for the land. The downside is we lose local control by 20 points, which means it goes to basically 0. It doesn't have 20 points, I think. I don't know if I can even see the land now that's under siege. Can I still see the county? Yes, I can. It's only 3 points right now. Oh, no, that's not mine. I can't see it. I can see it. Oh, it's 20. It's 30. It's over 20. So we will lose a big chunk of that. And instead, we'll get a little bit of development boost and slower growth recovery, which is control recovery, which is not good. Or we can just assert our control, use this as an example, waste this perfectly great character and just gain 10 points. I think we go for the guy. We got ourselves a talented gentleman who we're going to make sure who never becomes a knight. He's not that bad in terms of combat capability. He might be dragged into it. Forbid. We're going to save him. We can find him a good wife that potentially would have a nice inheritable trait. Double down on intelligence might not be necessary. 38 is a tad old. Getting life expectancy plus fertility is not bad. Croatian, quite far, but I don't mind. We're going to not use matrilineal because we want him to come to our house. Set him up a little marriage there, never hurts. Yeah, war continues. We're doing okay. Nice. Got ourselves another character. I didn't even look at her stats, like the character we got. We just looked at her inheritable trait. Very average. Calm, content, temp. Oh, these two are a great couple. Alright, can't complain. We forgot to start a personal scheme. That is my bad. We want to... like... I think we want to be everyone's best friend. We could just sway him as well, to be honest. But I don't see why we don't want to be friends with him. I guess too many friends could cause other issues. Yeah, let's just sway him. Just a regular 25 points. Not enough to push it over 50, but we'll get more of the pay and then we'll start working our way up. The sieges are still ongoing. We'll take it easy. Alrighty, well the siege goes on. We picked up another perk. We did get golden obligation here in the first branch here. We're not going to continue here. There's not anything that we really want. I think it's my domain. It's also a possibility where we can basically go to our vassal, our dad and father-in-law, and just extract or extort money from them. Is it possible? Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's a good way to make money. The downfall will be, you know, all sorts of stuff. I don't really want to go down that route. Instead, I think we just save money instead of make money to finish that cathedral by reducing the cost and also reducing the time, which is huge. 5 years, we can get 30% off of that right now. It's massive. So we go with cutting corners. Ultimately, I think architect is like the final perk we want to get, or trait we want to get first. It's all about buildings for this generation, I think. Wealth focus, I think it's still the best for us. I don't think anything else really changed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The siege, we still, you know, very advanced compared to him. He's starting to pick it up, but we still have a good lead. So I feel like we can finish before him. We finally got a female candidate for court physician. She seems like a warrior. With 0 prowess. Wow. I honestly don't know if this is a good choice. We can land ourselves a male character by grabbing her, but she's honestly a terrible physician. So I feel like we can still be patient here. Yeah. Denied. We're close to being able to fetch another hill specialist. Can't wait till this happens. Another... when's the time? September. Oh, 8 month. But we'll be able to pick up another good candidate. Oh, we can constantly work off some stress. Let's do that. As a duke, I've been obliged to attend a local jousting tournament, but the contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for another hour. Looking around, we notice our spy master sitting under a nearby pavilion, clearly bored halfway to death. On the other hand, I just noticed a merchant dropping off a cart of invigorating herbal infusion. Go spend some time. He's already our friend, isn't he? He's not our friend. Our befriending scheme didn't end up as him as a friend? We can have a drink. 10% chance we just become a drunkard after having one drink to improve our mood. Tiny health penalty, prowess, stewardship. That's... or we can just leave and... ooh. Obviously, stress is a main concern. We can do a risk-free 18 points. Risk-free 18 points it is. We become sweaty for a year. But we lose some stress. We can only work out once every 3 years. This might hurt us. I'm not sure we're going to do this. Mainly because I'm okay. I can save this for emergencies. Losing 5-point opinion makes a lot of things more difficult. I don't think we'll be doing that. Anyhow, let's hopefully win this. Hurry up. He's halfway. We're almost done. Alrighty, we got our siege done. It was close. They're almost done. We didn't gain enough points, but we did capture his daughter. Apparently not wife. She might have escaped. He's gonna get a little bit of the points back when he takes this, but now our army is gonna go face him off. He's gonna be running 44 days to arrival. He's gonna be done in about 20 days. We'll see if he changes his mind, as in if he runs. But that is the de jure capital, so holding that will help us. I could ransom, but I don't think I want to do this now, because we can wait. She's giving us war score that we need. If we can capture him and his son, potentially, then we can, you know, auction off the ones that wouldn't impact the defeat. Right now, it would impact the defeat. I mean, he still has his army on the field. He has a good amount of knight. So he did take it, but we can retake it, basically. Yeah, we didn't lose anyone. I don't think anyone was significant there, so we're fine. I mean, he's stuck in our territory now, so... I wonder if he's gonna... If we meet in the mountains, do I get defensive advantage because it's my land? Or does he get defensive advantage because he was there first? Ah. That's what we're worried about. Allies. How did he secure them? Not through marriage. Just through a press claim? I mean, this is our liege's brother. I don't particularly like him. I wonder if we can add to our army now, because we do have the money for it. What's his makeup? Light horsemen. They would counter archers. That's not what we would want right now, I guess. I guess pikemen would counter them. But for their army, we're looking just to beat them up. They have those pikemen, lots of pikemen, and archers definitely punishes. Oh no, these are... I'm pretty sure archers counter skirmisher, not pikemen though. Huh. So we actually don't need archers for this fight. Then we might actually just need light footmen for them, because skirmishers counter pikemen, I believe. Does he have archers? Yeah, he does. Wow, I didn't know he actually had the 300 pikemen to counter my cavalry. I'm a little concerned. Should I just pump out footmen then? Is he trying to group? So he's changing directions again. They're trying to group. I mean, I would think this would give defensive bonus, fort level +1. Not really. Yeah, he's no longer coming. Oh, do we beat him here? Okay, so he got out. Predictive fight. Yeah, let's just beat him here. I don't think we need to add anyone for this fight. And then we'll try to retake this. Huh? Stop changing directions. My gosh. Okay, we're staying here because there's a chance to join. They both have a ton of pikemen. That's what I'm kind of worried about. He's light horsemen, which counters archers. We're not getting archers. We're not getting archers. This makes the most sense right now because it counters the pikemen, the 300 pikemen. Alright, we're going to let them reinforce. I think we just have to move this to here. Alright. Merge the army. It's definitely below the supply limit, where it should be fine. And they're mustering up, basically. They're probably gonna counter siege Portal. And that's okay. So once we get our army up and ready, we'll go look for a fight. I think that's the plan. You can see them building up. Alrighty, we might have a situation here. They're on the doorsteps of facing us, but we're also on the doorsteps of finishing this siege. 3 days? 3 days? I don't think he can make it to us in 3 days, so I think we're gonna stay put. I think we can flip the county and then have a defensive fight in the mountains against him. Yeah, for sure. Now, we're gonna have to switch commanders because I temporarily had us switch over to a military engineer. Terrible, terrible stats. We did use hill commanders, and I found this guy. Oh my god, look at this guy. 23, Marshal. Flexible leader, which neutralizes enemy defensive advantage and increase 2 battle rolls in hills. We're currently not standing on a hill, so that's not really going to matter. But we are in a mountain, so we're going to pick up this 4 points. If we could get ourselves into a hill position, it's even better. But he's going to be commanding this army. And if we look at terrain, if we go face him here, we probably dominate that fight with minimum +4 rolls. So perhaps what we want is actually fight him in the hill here. Let's see if that works out. Now, because we were fighting the mountains, attrition was kind of eating into us, so we no longer could get more. Yeah, we couldn't get any more units, but, you know, once we get off the mountains, it should work. Let's see how this fight turns out, because this is going to determine things. We have slightly less men, but way better commander than what they have. And 24 advantage here. We're still in the... we didn't get onto the hill, unfortunately. That's the thing. But we counter each other. Our horse is still less than effective, but look at this, right? We have this advantage going on this whole time. Because he's only at 15. Oh, it's going to be close. We're eking out a small advantage here. He's losing more men, technically. Looking good. That's still tight. We have a couple knights that we want to die. But our knights are doing so well. I mean, it's not surprising our best knight is wounding all these people and killing people. Wow, okay. That should sway things. The enemy command. Wow, Luis, you are our French duelist here, taking out 4 enemy commanders in one fight. Maybe 3, because I think it's wounded and killed the same guy. But yeah, our French blade master. That's our dad, getting injured, but not killed. Could you guys do us a favor and get him killed? Also just injured. Alright, grand victory. Oh, we didn't capture anyone. That would have ended the war if we captured him. Alright, but I don't think they're able to recover from that. We'll be recovering a little bit and then doing a little chasing. Obviously, that would be his base. So I feel like we need to replenish a bit, but once we do that, we can press. Oh, he had a lot of knights because he had 2 different armies. Not bad, not bad. So we'll siege this for a little bit. Mainly to just recover. Actually, we don't. Yeah, we don't want to do that then. We want to find ourselves a hill that's friendly. Technically, we want their capital again. Yeah, if we want to siege something, this will make more sense. And we'll continue from here. Alrighty, so we're still in hide-and-go-seek mode with our enemy here, fellow Duke. There's a couple changes. This is the event that popped up, but he died. The former Duke is gone. The son is around. There's a few different approaches we can take here once this happened. I think he basically got injured and then didn't make it out. We still have his sister imprisoned. He actually has a son, right? The son would be the heir. The son is in this minor city, not in Portugal. So that's why we're decided to start sieging it right now. With our army moving across. We've been chasing them. They might actually offensively attack one of our settlements, which seems likely. If that's the case, we'll see the speed and decide if we're going to chase them down or not. But essentially, we have them beat. I did get some replenishment, so it's not full, but much better off. They have really no chance. They're also going to pick up a bit of replenishment now they're their own territory, but we're going to start this siege, try to get his heir. That's going to be a nice burst of war score, and then we're going to try to control at least 2 of the 3 counties and slowly win the war. So that's something that we'll just do on the side. I'm trying to seduce our wife. Well, not seduce, become soulmates with her. So we decided to write her a poem last time to start things off, and now we have some choices that actually kind of matters. So you don't actually see the percentage for these, but regardless, we're taking a chance for scheme success chance at the risk of losing opinion. And that's going to come down to whether we will fail at all, right? I don't think we'll fail. The only thing that she doesn't like us is her callous nature dislikes our trusty nature. Like, to be honest, I am disgusted by our trusty nature. It's like shutting down pretty much every single scheme we can do. He's just basically protecting us at this point. We did get our bishop over 50, which means we get the maximum amount of levies, maximum amount of money. So that's why we kind of stopped the sway. And then we went to go try to become soulmates with our wife. I'm just going to talk about wisdom. And that's that. Aside from that, we have another round of searching for our perfect female physician. I don't know if it's going to happen. If we capture the sun, capture some buildings, we could cash out before the war ends. I could even cash out now if the money could push us over to get more units. That's simply just not the case. We can't really do much with it. If we want to increase the size, it's going to cost us basically the original cost, and we just don't have the money for that. And that's fine. This war is going to take longer than we thought initially, mainly because we have our neighbor joining in, pressing his claim. So he's getting basically double the size of the army that we expected. He could still grow in size. He's not married. He still has a bit of money on him. I'm actually considering maybe I do just take the hit of the capture, which is 25%. It used to be 10% because she wasn't as close in line to inherit. But now that the brother took over, she's closer in line. So she's, more useful here. So if I get rid of her, I lose this, and we're actually in the negative because I don't hold any of the objectives. So we're going to try to actually take the objective. It's been a 2-year war already. Hopefully we get this done within maybe 3-4 years. But that's going to end our episode here. We got the claim, we're working on it, and we'll try to make a push for it by taking control of Portugal. This will get us 3 more domains. That's going to get us closer to our max. The goal is to hit our max. Technically, we probably shouldn't go expand anymore because the 7th one's going to be our father's realm when he dies. There is a chance of him dying in this army. We made him a knight, and he's not the best. And that is actually the trend in our army. We have a couple really, really great knights and a couple of really, really poor knights. 3 guys I want dead in our army, and none of them are dying. And the best, way we can make sense of this is they're probably just hiding in a ditch in the back and leaving our French fencer, Louis, to take care of all the enemies with his skills. And we'll see if we can just finish this war up. That's our immediate goal. So thank you guys for watching, and see you all next time. Bye!